Good morning, everybody. The Long Island Breakfast Club is back today. We're in the quarantine cell. It's COVID-19, LIBC. We're just here to say hello, tell you that we're good. We're hanging in there. I'm sure you guys are too out there. We miss you. Good morning, Greg.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
I miss you, Greg.
I miss you too. Even though we're not really 6 feet apart, but she's been locked in the house.
I've been locked up.
And I've been locked up too, so I do trust her. And she is my work wife, so.
And I also have people following me. If I do get in the car, I have something on my phone where my daughter is following me, and she says, "Go home, Mom. Go home."
I gotta load. You know how I am with the phones. I have to load a volume.
So, so we've really been quarantined. I mean, I'm getting nuts, though. I don't know about you, Greg.
Me? You know I love to sit still.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy. And we know what you guys are all going through, trust me.
Oh my God, going through.
I mean,
You know, I gotta tell you, it's been so long, I already forgot what we have to, our regular routine, what we have. Oh, today's day.
Yes.
I know it. Today is No Dirty Dishes Day.
And how many dirty
What
dishes
does that
do
mean?
you have in
No,
your sink
I
this
gotta
morning?
tell you something. With my kids, it's crazy because we play, now I'm into, I'm guilty of it, I'm playing video games. And I've never, look, when I was a kid, I was very big on Pac-Man and Mario Brothers, whatever it was, and Galaxy, but that's showing my age. Her age is like pinball and, those kind of things.
Let me tell you what I'm doing.
Yeah, so what ended up happening was, now that the kids are home and the kids homeschool, they're playing all these video games and they have me playing, so I'm up till like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. I feel like I'm working back at the club again.
Oh, well, you're...
You know, so my kids, and meanwhile I'm like, guys, I'm really tired. They're like, come on, Dad, just one more game. And wait, you know what, before I even continue, look, we're just so lost. I gotta tell you, everybody, Steve and Carlos helping us out, really, from Chapters Rock. And I just want to thank you so much. You know, and Steve's the one that was on our ass, on our behind, telling us, you know what, you got to talk to everybody. You know what, Steve, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. I love you guys. You guys got a great show, so you need to get it out there.
And,
Yeah, we miss everyone, and we're working on it, but it's, we're trying to be safe, and if you can't go out, you can't go out, so...
Well, that's the issue. Everybody is on a different pace, and it's very scary out there for everybody, so they have to be comfortable with their own pace. And basically, if you do things carefully and safely, then you could do a show kind of like this together.
As long as you know the person that you're sitting with or
Right.
talking to is sticking to the guns.
Right,
And not, shooting the guns.
right.
Not shooting the guns. They shoot
Wow.
to their guns.
Wow.
In other words, not really doing anything they shouldn't be doing.
yeah.
Otherwise, they're going to get slapped around.
Now, you guys got to hold this conversation a second. 'Cause
Okay.
Right now, I'm not used to doing this right here. This is...
Well, Valentina, I mean, how would things affected you? I mean, everything shut down for you for a while.
It's not easy. I mean, the Breakfast Club people are calling me a lot. We have virtual, believe it or not, Zoom calls now. The first few were a little tough because, I'm not great with the tech. But we're getting better at it. And one-on-one phone calls, that's easy. And we could also do the Facebook call. So that's happening. But we're already planning, for the future, as soon as things open up, to meet. Because I think that we're going to need a space to meet now because people really want to meet. People are dying to get together.
Right.
But I did have the distance event, not an event, with 2 friends the other day. And they set up their yard with lawn chairs. Really far apart. Everybody brought their own bagel and their own cup of coffee. In
Nice.
the bag.
Okay.
And everybody took their garbage with them.
All right.
And you know what? That wasn't so bad. And it kind of saying, well, maybe we don't have to serve all this food when we have everybody. Because, I'm into the food. I always make sure everybody has a lot of food when we meet in person.
Right.
So, anyway, it worked out. We spent 2 hours. And everybody felt great when they left. And everyone wanted a hug, of course, but we couldn't.
Right.
And we were all talking about how this is affecting everyone. And I was reading the paper today, and I was reading all about how these, people that are high level are getting affected too. But some of their business is growing, and some of it isn't. So, some respect, there's going to be a business out there for everything for people that were affected, like changing your career, like changing your business model. like, all kinds of things you could do to help people that are in this panic of a mental problem.
Right.
Maybe they need a psychiatrist, maybe they just need a coach.
Right.
So there's a lot of different things, but you have to open your brain and open your mind. If
Right.
you don't open your mind, you're not going to make it in the next round of business.
Now, despite this quarantine, you wound up on Fox TV a couple weeks ago. How did you manage that one?
Well, to tell you the truth, the old-fashioned school, the big shots are still in the office, I'll be honest with you. I picked up the phone and I called Fox 5, and guess who answered? The big manager.
Wow.
And I started to talk to him, and he had an Italian name. So I said to him, "Are you Italian?" He's like, "Who is this?" And we started a conversation, and I said, "Well, I'm this, that." He goes, "Send me the email." I did. Before I knew it, he called me back and he says, "Get your stuff together, and you're gonna do a virtual call." And it all
Wow.
happened from a conversation.
Right.
And that's why I do believe in the technology, don't get me wrong. But people need to get back out. Face-to-face is the only way to make business. I mean, yes, you can make business virtually. But if you want to make good business, you got to break bread. Just like what we do. We don't have bread today, but you have to break bread with people. You have to see people. They have to get to know who you are, your personality. Because if you don't do that as a marketing tool for yourself, it's going to be very difficult going forward. But we're going to have to do it within obeying the rules.
Right. Right.
And that's going to be hard.
So while Greg gets this stuff together here, what tips would you give somebody if they want to reinvent themselves right now? Because we're on the fence a little bit about opening up, not opening up, or still quarantined. What advice would you give them right now?
Well, right now is the time to try something different. Whatever it is, think about something you've never done. Do it. Just do it. Even if it's, on the computer. Maybe it's playing a game. Maybe it's thinking about being an artist. Maybe it's drawing something. Maybe it's building something. Maybe it's taking a computer apart. Whatever it is, something that you thought you might like to try. But make sure it's something you never did before.
Right.
Because that's going to get your interest going. And also, seek the advice of other people. Because together, 3 people together, when you're talking, you can make a better decision for yourself. But just keep trying something new until something clicks in your brain and say, you know what, I could do that. I mean, that's the way I started making changes in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to make more changes now.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go buy some new equipment for my home. I had to get somebody to help me with the router. I don't know what a router is. And these are things I'm learning.
She's not joking. I
No.
swear you, she's not joking.
And then I had the guy on the phone saying, "Go in the other room, put it in the spot in the plug." I'm like, "Now, yeah, now." So I had to go in the other room, plug it in. Is it green? Is it red? That kind of stuff. I don't do that stuff, but I did. Do I like doing it? No, but I know that I don't want to be a tech.
But you do know between green and red, though, right?
Yes, I know between.
Wait, back to different.
But you know what I'm saying? It's like you have to just do things you never did before.
Right. Right.
Even with I hate food shopping. So going to the food store now is worse than going before.
Right.
Because of the people and the lines and the green labels. So I don't. I go to little stores where you can go in and you can go out. But that costs a lot of money, so that's not a good idea.
Well, Greg got everything together. I see people are excited that you guys are back on the air.
I swear to you, I'm really shocked that people. And you know what? I didn't even. I hope I did it the right way, so I don't get in trouble.
You did it!
I think I did. Yay!
Yeah, what's that, the elbow
Okay,
thing?
that's it. That's right. That's right.
Instead of the hugs, I just the hugs.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I've been getting a lot of messages about hugging. You know how much
Yeah,
it's like
because
I'm going through a withdrawal, and it's really hard. It really is. It's not a joke. I think my kids are sick and tired of me now. I swear to you, when I tell you that's all I do, I constantly hug. I'm all over them. My son's trying to play a video game, and I'm kissing him on his neck. He's like, "Dad, all right, take it easy. I know you love me." And my daughter doesn't mind. But I got to tell you, I've been telling a few people, my daughter turns around, and it really, I started crying. It got me very emotional.
Aww.
We're playing a video game, and she turns around and she says to me, she goes, "Dad, I'm really happy with this virus that came out." And I said, I looked at her, and she goes, no, wait. She goes, I'm just saying I'm really happy because I'm very sad that people are sick and people are dying. She goes, but I'm very happy that it came out because you're home every day. meaning I'm home every day, but I pick him up from school, we hang out, we do homework, we eat, and then later on I go to work. And she's like, I said, but you're not tired of me? She goes, never, Daddy. And I was like, good answer, survey says.
That's
That was a
nice.
good answer.
That's very
But yeah, it just, she goes, Dad, think about it. You know, every morning I would get my bonjour, Daddy, and she gives me a kiss, and she's off to school.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, it just got me really emotional when she
Yeah,
said
I
that to
mean,
me.
these things are
And I love it. I gotta tell you something, I love going home. Constantly. Constantly, I do. I really love going home. So,
Technically,
it just really got to me, that's all.
technically, I'm sorry, Greg. Just somebody's asking to talk a little louder. That's all.
Oh, I'm
in
sorry.
the microphone,
Okay,
so
I
just people
apologize.
can hear. We're gonna
apologize.
just explain what the setup and how you guys are doing right now. I mean,
Right now, I gotta tell you, we're hanging in there. We're just waiting to, get the okay from the governor. I mean, I don't even know, when is the date that he says that we're allowed to?
June 15th.
June
Wait,
13th.
it's
June
June
13th.
what?
June 13th.
613, play the
So wait,
number.
does that mean we could fully reopen or like a 50% or?
Reevaluation.
25%?
Reevaluation time.
Oh,
yeah,
is
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Okay.
Which is a long time away, so, we have to keep busy
Well,
doing other
it's hard when you have when
Yeah.
especially when you have your own business, it's really, really difficult. And it's not that easy with all these loans that everybody's talking about that you can get. And they said the money ran out and, so.
Well, people that are isolating people, like for example, Nelson DeMille,
Mm-hmm.
okay, he's a big author. He said in the paper today that even though he's an isolator, he does it to write books. He's not happy with this either because he lost his control of what, he can do because he wants to. And Susan Lucci, on the other hand, she's getting so many gigs to do commercials for everyone about COVID. So she's very busy doing it from home. So there's two different examples of two different people that are highly skilled and, up there, have two different opinions. And the whole opinion about, whether you should or shouldn't be near people and wear masks, that's the same. There's people that think this and there's people that think that. So who's right and who's wrong? And then today on the news, this gentleman, Tony Cole from Atico Networks, was on updating people about the software systems that we're all going to have for tracking the corona. And it's pretty scary. You should watch it. It's on Channel 12 all day today.
And see, you know what? Watching all this stuff drives me crazy. It just does. I'm sorry. Because, see, I don't like to talk about things when it comes to politics or religion
Yeah.
and stuff because I have my beliefs and everybody has theirs. I think the media just really, it's an easy way to control people by putting fear into you.
But this is
But I'm going to
scary.
tell you, the more you stay home, the more you quarantine yourself, your immune system, gets less and less and less. But I mean, it's not really going to change that much in a matter of a month or two. But if they, I don't know, just with everything that's going on, it just really drives me crazy. And you can't shake hands. I understand that, because I'm always touching my face, so I could understand that. But when you walk, they say if you're walking outside, when you come inside, that the bacteria, they said, remains on the floor.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a new one.
Yeah, there's so many things.
So now when I come home, I literally have to strip butt naked in front of the door.
Whoa.
No, oh, stop it, kill it. You know what I mean. It's coming out wrong. Sorry, I didn't mean like that. I literally gotta, take your clothes off before you walk into the house. But I gotta give more. I got a few shout outs already. Guys, I gotta tell you, I missed this part. Giving the shout outs, I really do.
Of course, it's the best way you communicate.
Yeah, so I gotta say, Rich Boxer, this guy's an amazing guy. He really is. We're gonna have a fundraiser for all the boxers that have gone through difficult times. You have some boxers that were literally homeless, some boxers that live in their vehicles and hotels or whatever, and it's really sad to see a championship boxer really be out in the cold.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be doing a really, really big fundraiser. Him and his wife, gotta give you a big shout out. Jen, I got Jen A, Jen C, my regulars, I love you to the death. Lee, I can't believe you're watching. Lee Slavin, how are you? Saba, Saba, how much I love you to death. Brenda, my Kiwanis #1 wife. She's my work wife, but she's my Kiwanis
That's a
first wife.
Lee.
Okay. Chris, what's up? Argento, how you doing, babe? Debbie is one of my faithful and loyal friends. And I gotta tell you, she came here one time and she has a daughter that's sick. And we're praying for her all the time that she recovers. And Deb, you know how to have a good time. I miss your laughter, I really do. Annie, I say hello to. Douglas, what's up, buddy? We got David Morse, and he says, Greg, you're a big sap. That's really nice. Thank you, buddy.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a compliment.
Yeah, and also Brenda goes, yeah, he's a big hugger. And Lisa, wow, I must be blessed. For Lisa Palmer to be one, our children and our family were really, really good friends. And Lisa, thank you so much for watching. And Eileen Kumo, she says, can't wait to come back dancing and drinking again. And Belmo Kiwanis is in the house. I love that.
How nice is
Oh,
that?
guys, I love you. And Peter's watching. Lufrano. How you doing,
Oh,
Peter? How you
Peter.
doing, Peter?
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
He's a good kid. I like him too.
Yeah.
He used to work for me.
he's what?
Peter LaFrana used to work for me.
Did he really?
Yeah, he used to. I'm not gonna say.
I can't even ask you what she's like to work for.
Oh, he loved me.
So we gotta talk sometime.
He loved all the girls. He loved to smell their hair in the office, and he used to smell their hair. He was a student, going to college, working for me at CMP.
All
He was
right.
a great kid, really good kid.
You see what she remembers about you, Peter? This,
But he
Peter,
was really
don't
good.
come on the show. I'm afraid. All right, I'm afraid. Oh my God.
That's funny, but, you know, getting back on the serious side, if
Yeah.
anybody's in the mortgage business, we have a company that's coming to Long Island that's going to have 225 jobs. So it's going to be called Clipco, is the name of the company, and it's Clipco Mortgage Bankers. And they're coming to Long Island, and they're going to have 225 jobs because they got a stimulus for it. So
That's great.
somebody, if you know someone that's looking for a job in the mortgage business, go to Clipco and look them up.
That was a tough business. I've
Yeah,
been in real
it is.
estate
I
forever,
mean, it is.
and mortgages. It is a cutthroat business, and it was sad because at the time when the market was great, they were giving you like 106% loan. So think about it. If you're buying a house for $100,000, the bank is going to give you 106. That means they're going to give you 6,000 just to move in. Think about it. And all you have to do is just say, "I have a job."
Yes.
They didn't do any background checks, and there was a woman. This is what made me get out of it. Got in, I was making money. I was like really, really happy. And a woman asked for a loan. All right, I got her the loan. She had money saved up, her and her son, and got her the loan. But it was a high rate and all that stuff. But she was just happy getting a house. So once she got the house, within 6 months, of course, it was adjustable. So you just didn't know. It wasn't like a fixed. We could have, but there was more money in giving adjustable rates than fixed loan rates. And 6 months later, she called me. She goes, "Greg, blah, 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 blah." And so I went to my boss. And I was just getting into it. I went to my boss and I said, "Listen, blah, blah, blah." He goes, "Don't worry, we'll give you another loan." So now, another loan, given all these fees, processing fees, every kind of fee under the sun. So now the loan ended up being so much more. And then I think another 5 months, she goes, "Greg, I can't, I need a fix, blah, blah, blah." I said, "Yeah." Now I feel really bad because now she's crying. She goes, "Greg, I'm going to lose the house. I can't afford it. I could only pay just say, well, I think it could have been like $800 a month." I got her at 6, then all of a sudden went to 8. And then she was crying. When I tell you she was crying to me, she goes, "Everything that I had, everything that I have, I put into this house." And I said, "Greg, I'm going to lose it because I can't afford to pay $1,100 a month." I mean, it was really,
Sad.
it really was. And then I got to remember, she was crying and crying. And then the boss was like, "Oh, yeah, no problem. Yeah, we'll give another one." I said, "No." I said, "Do me a favor. Let's try to help her."
Yeah,
I mean, because to me, I couldn't go to sleep. I mean, other people, they didn't care. They just wanted the house.
Yeah.
But this really broke my heart. And I ended up getting into another fixed flat rate. But a few people, I had to deal with a few people in the same situation. And that just wasn't for me.
No, but I
It
think
just
coming
really wasn't.
forward, there's going to be a lot of
You know.
new mortgages that are going to have to be consolidated, and people are going to be changing.
Yeah,
their
but now the
mortgages.
rates, you're looking at 3%. I
Right.
mean, everything's okay. It's not
Yeah.
as bad, but it's just being able to pay it.
Yeah.
They were saying, I believe, that say for instance, if you own a building and if the property's paid for, that they can use your security deposit and so forth. But I don't think anybody's going to really get kicked out, for not paying their rent. You know, especially
No,
in a time
now
like this.
everybody's safe.
But you'll always have somebody that's gonna.
Everyone's safe,
You know.
really. They're saying don't pay your rent. I mean, it's not nice.
Well-
It's what it is.
Well, the law right now, the New York law is August 20th, you can't start eviction process till then.
Right.
And then people could use their deposits, you know, without penalty.
Yeah, but if you have, look, you give 1 month security, you know, 1 month advance, you know, and then your current. So you're giving 3 months. But you have people that aren't paying, what, 3-4 months? So you're going to use just that, and then what about the rest? How are you going to, you know what I mean? If
Right.
you live in paycheck by paycheck,
Right.
you know, how are you ever going to catch up?
Well, I guess they had to start somewhere. So, I mean,
Right.
you know, because June 1st is rolling around less than 2 weeks. Yeah, no, I know.
It's fast. One day
I mean,
goes
it's
to
No,
the
but
next.
how do people make up for that? That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's it. I just feel, you know, sad for the ones that
I
can't.
do too. Well, I have an idea for people. It's called Closet Cash. Closet, you know what a closet
I
cash
know
is?
that. Oh,
Closet
I
cash.
think it's a closet.
Wow.
Closet.
It means you have cash in your closet.
Oh, okay.
You have things. You have things. And now with the pandemic, there's this guy from Heritage Auctions.
Oh, you said closet cash.
Yeah, closet
I thought
cash.
you said closet ash.
Oh.
And I thought it was something else you said. So that's why I asked you twice. And you said no, cash.
Cash.
Okay, cash.
So at Heritage Auctions, you can take the picture, call him, tell him it's coming. He gives you a price over the phone. Cash. Boom. Cash
So
is
I'm gonna
king.
do it with where you live. I'm gonna take a picture of an apartment and her car.
No, but cash is king. And you know what? It's not a bad idea. You might have some vintage things. Vintage is very popular right now. Old signs in your basement, things that people will buy. And you know, I just posted actually a pocketbook that I
That she
found.
had like 38 years ago.
No, it's actually brand new. I hope I sell it, but I don't know if I will. But cash is king, so try that. You know, try things you have that you might be able to make a little bucks on. What do you
Yeah,
think?
that's for sure.
You
No, you
probably
know,
have some
no,
stuff.
I gotta tell you, you know the way I look at things, I'm not much of it. I used to be kind of, like, I'm an electronic nut job. But now I just decided, well, past maybe 10 years, when I would go into the attic and I would see bags and boxes and everything, now I know I didn't pack all those stuff, because I know I'm not like that. I'm not a hoarder. I just don't. So, I'm sorry.
He's trying to make fun of me. I am not a hoarder.
No,
I
she
just have
just
stuff in
saves
my car.
everything.
In my
She
car.
says that, yeah, in her car.
My car. Oh, it's
Okay,
immaculate.
all right, good answer.
It is.
No, so what happens is when I go upstairs, if I were to see a box that doesn't have anything marked on it, I would just throw it out.
Without even looking at it?
Because
You haven't touched
listen,
it?
no, because you know what? If it was that important, I would have marked the box.
That's true.
Or I would have marked the bag and so forth.
That's true.
You know, it's just you're just gonna take things and just throw it up there. To, you know, I'm looking for my Batman suit. I have a beautiful
Oh,
Batman
I
suit.
can't wait to
And
see
so
it.
I asked my kids. I said to my kids, I said, guys, I need my Batman suit. Now they know where my costume. I always put them in the garage. The Santas, all my costumes. And my son goes, Dad, I can't find it. So I come down here. I look downstairs in the basement. I just asked two people if there's a possibility that I could have changed and left it there, whatever. So my son turns around and I said, you know, I love the way he looks. If I tell him I have a piece of paper, you know, it's on the table, and if this piece of paper is blocking it, he'll turn around, he'll look, and he'll go, Dad, I don't see anything. Like, he'll never move
He
anything.
doesn't, pick things
Yeah,
up.
that's it. So, but anyway, and I said, if I find this, you owe me 50 push-ups.
Oh.
Now my son's 12. And I
Well,
did find it, so he wasn't too heavy. He goes, but it wasn't there when I was looking for it. So it must have walked, of course, our old Sega must have walked out, then
Yeah.
walked back in, you know? But I finally found it, so I'll be able to Batman's gonna be wearing a mask. Look at this mask, I gotta tell you, it's a really nice mask that you got.
Yeah, I picked
Okay.
them up today. Well,
These
we'll
are
check how
really
much
kind
they
of
cost.
cool, but I just don't get it. This thing is,
It's so lightweight.
it's so lightweight, and it's like $6 for this, and I don't know what this is really gonna do.
I don't think it's going to do much, but it's better than the heavy duty one, but I don't know how healthy it is.
See, look, I got a big head.
Yeah, you do.
That's me.
I'm kidding you!
Yeah, so, look, it's fogging up my glasses.
Yeah, really. It's
All right.
stopping you from...
What,
stopping
Steve,
you
what are we
from
doing?
losing.
What are we doing, Steve? Okay? No, it is a nice mask and everything.
But it's
you
not
know,
bad.
right. I'd like to have something like this
$6.
and have my cheese in it so that when I open up, I'm gonna hand these things out.
That's a
I
possibility.
think the packaging costs more.
Yeah, it's a nice bag.
Yeah, it's a nice bag.
Very
You
nice
see, she's
package.
gonna save this though. She will save these. I promise you.
that
No, look, I promise you. She will save this. Oh no, you never know. I could put things in there. Yeah.
Look, we all have our issues, guys, you know? It is what it is.
You know, I definitely want to know what it's like for people that are dating.
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 Well, let me tell you, they're lowering the prices of Our Time and Match, because I get the notices all the time. And it's probably a lot of people are starting to say, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I didn't yet, but it is, they keep
She
the
doesn't do
prices
anything. She
down.
only does the Tinder. Swipe left and swipe right.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, okay, sure.
No, but they are lowering the prices, so I
Are they?
bet a lot of people will probably join
You know,
the
they
dating.
do say right now is a good time to buy airline tickets. So, yeah, but the only thing, you know what the catch is? If you buy the airline ticket now, say $100, I don't care, say they go to Florida, and you don't use it and you change it, the changing fee is like $250. So it's gonna compensate for the loss that they're taking of selling them.
Oh, I thought they were
Yeah.
refundable, all the tickets.
No, yeah, they are, but it depends on if you're gonna get a, a blackout date or something like that.
Yeah,
So,
that's true. Well, now the Long Island Railroad is saying that the MTA is asking employers to allow people to work from home more when this stops and to stagger their hours. So
To what?
Stagger their
What is
hours.
it?
So people are going to be going to work less when this is all over.
yeah, but the thing is that, what is that, with the unemployment? That, whatever, say you're gonna get 200, I don't know how much he gets, say 250 a week. And now he added, was it 500 to it? So
600.
600. So a lot of my friends that have employees, the employees don't wanna come
I
out.
know, because they're making double.
Because they're making more staying home than,
Now, for the normal person, that's okay, but for the person that's a little on the lazy side, they're not going to work.
yeah, they're not gonna.
So I don't know, I mean, I think it's great because we need it, but the employer is gonna have to turn them in. And they're gonna have to go back to work, and then there's gonna be bad feelings.
Good morning, Karen. I didn't say hello to you, Karen. I'm sorry. How are you? Hope all is well with you and the family.
Yeah.
Staying safe.
I don't know. And then the Long Island Business News is talking about how a business is gonna salvage the summer. What's gonna happen on the beach? You know, I mean,
I say listen, I say come to Club G's. You know what I'm really thinking about doing?
When-
in the parking
when-
lot? No,
when the time is right.
Yeah. Well, what I was thinking, just an idea. I was thinking about putting a big blow up, what is that, movie screen thing?
oh yeah, have a.
But what I want to do is because I don't have room for a lot of vehicles. But if I could make like a circle with an X, every 6 feet, whatever it is, I think it'd be great. What do you
I think that's a great
And
idea.
it'll be a free movie, and then you can get drinks and appetizers.
And appetizers and something simple, nothing that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And do all your drinks in cans and bottles so
Yeah,
that
yeah, definitely,
you're not dealing with mixed drinks and all that right away
Yeah.
till everything
I
gets
wanted to
better.
they have these kind of pouches that you can make your drinks. They're almost
Oh,
like this.
yeah, I
maybe,
saw
maybe,
that.
maybe I can
Yes.
use these two.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
I can use these two.
You
That
put
make
it
a lot.
in, you put a hole with the straw, you
Right.
put the drink
Yeah,
in the
you
middle,
just- yeah, that's exactly-
and
yeah.
stick it in the freezer.
That's it.
There you go, and then you serve it frozen.
And you can save the bag forever.
And I
And
would like
ever.
that actually. I think that the outdoor thing is a good idea. A lot of restaurants are adding,
Yeah,
and you have a side yard,
yeah,
and you have a parking lot.
yeah.
So right there, you could have a drive-in movie.
And then I could
you
put
know,
a table and you could just sit right there and just
and
announce the
chat
movie
with,
and
yeah,
chat with
chat
people.
with everybody. You
and
could have a
it's
raffle.
not the same going to, well, first of all, we haven't been in our breakfast place. And naturally she hands out, and I miss seeing her do that.
Yeah,
Hand
we don't
out
go to the
flyers.
diner. We don't go to the.
Well, you guys been to drive-ins before, back in the day, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
well, Westbury.
Back in the
Westbury,
day,
yeah.
you know,
That was it.
drive-ins were for a lot of different things.
Well, not for the movies.
Oh well.
Now, she was in the back of the seat.
Really?
I'm sorry, she never got to see a
Don't you
movie.
remember Grease?
She looked like a Grease, all right. That was her favorite movie.
I love that movie. Are you
Yeah, she
kidding?
did.
But, you know, I think that a lot of driving their town of North Hempstead is paying for it.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
putting it up. Town of North Hempstead.
Yeah.
They have enough money to do it.
Yep.
So-
Leslie, we also want to say hello. Leslie Pluto, Daniels, we have to say hello. And, well, you know what? We're going to wrap it up right now. And we just wanted to just tell everybody to stay safe. We miss you. We're going to be back soon. Just keep an eye out and we'll also post whenever we're gonna come back, which should be soon. Hopefully next week we'll try and do another one, and
Yes.
so forth.
And we're sending out a lot
All
of
right.
posts everywhere, on the club,
So,
on the show,
Just follow G's.
and geez, everywhere
And,
we're just tripling the posts, so share them with everyone.
Yeah,
because
please share,
we like
please
them.
share.
And, because it's what we do, and there's a lot of good advice that we're giving out.
Leslie said she used to live in this town forever, and she's so mad she hasn't been there.
Oh, well,
Where's
tell her
she?
to come.
So when are you coming by, Leslie?
Yeah, come.
Anyway,
Okay.
everyone, just want to say thank you so much.
It's
for
great to
everybody
be
who's
back
watching.
for a
It
day,
really is,
anybody.
it really
Thanks
is.
a lot. Thank
And,
you, Steve.
Keep doing Steve. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything you do. And Steve does a lot of hard work. Steve does a lot of work.
He does,
So
definitely
he's
does.
out there delivering food to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. I'm telling you, he's like non-stop.
And if
you
anybody
see the way
wants
he
to
looks right
donate,
now,
yeah.
he's got a nice puffy hairdo like
Yeah,
this.
he's
Like,
got his
he's like a
hands
hippie. He's like a
I
hippie
like
right
it,
now.
though. I like
you
it.
know? Yeah, we like that.
I
though.
like
Like a
it a little
1970 porn star.
Yeah.
But you know what? We love you. That's all that matters. We love you.
And also, if
Thank you
anybody
so
wants
much.
to donate some food,
Oh, yeah.
contact us. We'll tell you
That's
where
right.
Steve's
Long
gonna
Island
be.
Care, is that it? Long Island Care?
Yep, Saturday, Valley Stream Presbyterian Church, 130 Central Avenue from 10 to 2 a.m. Just bring food, or if you need food, come there. It's off Central Avenue between Sunrise Highway and Merrick
Right by my
Road.
house.
So we're actually doing one with Assemblywoman Solage in Elmont on Dutch Broadway on Friday, too,
Oh,
from
well,
11
that's
to
nice.
1. So we're giving out free food there and accepting food, yes.
Yeah.
Terrific.
Great. I have a little bag in the car for you.
Great, thank
Okay.
you.
All right, and Sam, giving you a shout out too, Sam. All right, and we'll see you guys soon. And it's a
Wrap.